Hey, this is India Bowser with the Keto Sense, and I'm here today to share my most favorite methods of burning fat on keto. Now, I'm going to break you off with my 3 top methods that I use every single day, my staples in my keto diet, and they help me burn fat. We all want to know how to burn as much fat as we can, right? Well, I am here today to share with you my top 3 secrets. I'm going to go ahead and spill the tea on how you can go ahead and cut your waist, get your stomach on flat. So I'm going to go ahead and break it down on what I do to be able to make sure that I am burning as much fat as I can. Of course, doing keto, your body is already burning fat. But don't you want to ramp it up a little bit? Don't you want to, see that scale go down? Don't you want to live in your best life? Well, stay tuned. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to break down my top 3 fat burning tips. Now, my first tip to get your stomach on flat and burn all the fat is a digestive cleaning, right? When on keto, you are eating a lot of fatty food, and also, it's always best when you are starting on a new journey or a new anything. Either it's out with the old, in with the new, right? And your digestive system is no different. So what I recommend is, what I do is every morning I get my handy dandy apple cider vinegar. Not only does it detoxes, it burns your fat, it suppresses your appetite. I mean, there's so many benefits to apple cider vinegar. I take 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar and I squeeze a half of lemon and I mix that with some water, and there you have it. I'm already good to go. My digestive system is moving. I am, really trying to get my gut in order and prepare for whatever it is for the day. So that's the first thing I do every morning is I take my apple cider vinegar, right? So that helps with, like I said, appetite suppression. It does also, it does help with fat burning. There's just so many benefits with apple cider vinegar. And I'm mixing my lemon juice with it. It does prevent the the built up and be able to potentially have gout. So that's also a good way to go ahead and get that in there. So because with the high fat diet, you are subjected to those type of things, unfortunately, but there are ways to make sure that that does not happen to you and be preventative, right? So go ahead and squeeze a half a lemon into your apple cider vinegar. Also, with my digestive cleaning, I always, like I said, I always start with a cleanse at the beginning of my diet. So what I do for my nightly cleanse, it's called Mag 07, and it is a magnesium oxygen cleaner. And essentially what you do is you take that at night, and when you get up in the morning, you will be cleared out. And it's good because you are, resetting your digestive system. You're getting all that old bad stuff that you were eating before. You're getting all of that out, and you're just pressing the reset button on your digestive system. You want your digestive system to work for you, right? You want it to be able to work efficiently. And with these methods, it will literally, you'll see the scale drop. On those days when you're having those cravings, getting up and maybe just giving yourself an extra pep and seeing that scale is actually moving and you are progressing, that is helpful. So a loss is a loss regardless of what it is. If I lose an eyelash and it helps with the scale movement, I'm excited about that. So that's my first tip, a digestive cleaning. So my second tip to burning fat and getting your stomach on flat is introducing supplements into your regimen. And my favorite supplement to add into my regimen is exogenous ketones, right? So what exogenous ketones is a supplement that you introduce to your body, and it will help naturally produce ketones. When you naturally produce ketones, or when your body is producing ketones, that is when your body will get into the ketosis stage, right? And that is where when you get to ketosis, that is the fat burning promised land. You literally don't have to do anything but eat right and your body will burn the fat. The quickest way to do this is adding the exogenous ketones. It is what your body needs to be able to help you get in that promised land of fat burning and being in ketosis, because that's where you want to be, right? So I highly recommend, before you start your diet, go ahead and get some exogenous ketones to implement into your keto journey, because I'm telling you, you'll be in ketosis in a few days with this supplement. So that is my second tip: exogenous ketones. Game changer when it comes to ketosis. So last but not least, my third and final tip, and I'm sure you've heard of this before. It's the big, trendy thing to do. However, I've been doing this for years and years and years before it was popular, because it works. And I'm telling you, intermittent fasting is a life-changing fast. Like, your body literally will do the work. I'm telling you, when you set your body up for it to perform and function how it's supposed to, you're going to see results. You're going to be lean. You're going to be living the life in the body that you were meant to be in. And intermittent fasting is the best way to be able to reset your body and really kind of put you in a space where it's like your body will tell you when you need to eat. Since I've been intermittent fasting, I realized how much I was eating out of boredom. I was eating just because. I wasn't eating to fuel my body. I wasn't eating to give myself energy. I was just eating just to eat. But when you put yourself on intermittent fasting and you get into an intermittent fasting program, your body will be thankful. Digesting food is hard, and especially if you're eating a lot of crappy food, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Your body is, your your gut is like, I'm tired, like I need a break. And luckily, when you do intermittent fasting in your fasting periods, your body has time to rest. It has time to, do what it's supposed to do to make sure that it gives you all the benefits that you need to be able to live in your best life. So, of course, the most popular fasting method is the 16 and 8. Your fasting window is 16 hours and your eating window is 8 hours. So, for an example, you eat dinner at 8 p.m. and then the next time that you eat would be noon the next day. That's 16 hours. So essentially you're just skipping breakfast. So now you only can eat from noon to 8 p.m. and then your fasting period starts again. You start off, try the 16 hour, and if it doesn't really work with your lifestyle, or you're feeling just entirely just drained and it's not really working for you, I would recommend starting off with 12 to get your body used to fasting, and then work yourself up to 16, the 16-hour fast, which is the most popular fast, and it's the easiest for me. Once you get used to it, and that's the thing, with anything, you have to do it and you have to be consistent with it, and your lifestyle and your body will thank you for being consistent. And intermittent fasting is no exception to that. So that is most definitely my favorite thing to do, to make sure that my body is burning fat, it's functioning at its full potential, and it's really doing whatever I need to do. Now, of course, there are methods to breaking fast. Of course, you want to try to eat something light. You can break your fast with tea. And then also, with me and some of the research that I've done in the past, you can consume up to 100 calories and not break your fast. So with that being said, there is a lot of conflicting information when it comes to what breaks a fast and what does not break a fast. However, I'm speaking from my experience and what I did to lose weight and how I lost 80 pounds, and in this process of intermittent fasting worked for me. With intermittent fasting, you have to plan. With anything, you should be planning your life, right? However, when you're dieting and you're embarking on a new journey, it is important that you plan, that you are prepared, that you are disciplined. and you can make adjustments to your fasting window. So of course, there are days where you might be going out to dinner with friends, but you're not meeting up until 9, right? So of course, you just adjust your window. So instead of, maybe you stop eating at 10 p.m. that day. So that means that you have to, so pretty much you just push your window out 2 hours. So you can be flexible, but you also just have to keep in mind and be planned and prepared, right? So that sums up my 3 favorite tips to burning fat, getting your stomach on flat in no time. I'm telling you, if you implement all 3 of these tips, you will see results probably immediately. You will see the scale drop. I guarantee you will see the scale drop. If you're doing your keto right, your body will reward you for doing the right thing with it, right? It will be happy that you're feeding it fat so it can, burn more fat. That's what we want to do. That's where we want to get our body at, right? So again, just to recap, my first tip to burning fat is getting a digestive cleaning, making sure that you're cleaning out your gut and you're giving it a fresh start. My second tip is introducing supplements and exogenous ketones, and then third, intermittent fasting. So I'm telling you, you will see results in no time. These are the tips and tricks that I have, done to make sure that my body is functioning at the highest capacity, losing weight, burning fat, and keeping my stomach on flat. Don't you want your stomach on flat? Don't you want your waist to be snatched? I'm sure you want all of these things, and these tools will help you get there. So thank you for tuning in, and I hope that you can use these tips and implement them in your life so you can be living your best life. Thank you for tuning in with the Keto Sense.